Howdy fans, welcome to the grotto of the lovely Dr. James Gwin.
Good evening, fans.
As we film the James and Pat Show segment, Looking for Love in all the wrong places. Look, I changed shirts for this week.
Way to be, Pat. Way to
This one doesn't stink nearly. Speaking of shirts, that's an interesting shirt you got there.
Let me tell you about this shirt here, Pat. Let me set up so all these viewers can see it. It says, I rented this hooker. Let me tell you about it.
The general way you get it.
Right. My best friend bought me this shirt. She's my best friend. She's pretty amazing. She's got these awesome bicycles that's like super awesome at her house. And she's my best friend.
I'll tell you, on a future episode of the James and Pat Show, I will tell you about my Asian hooker experience.
Okay, Pat, I am excited.
But, you know, today we've got a lot coming up. We've got some tweets coming in. Hopefully we'll have some calls coming in soon.
Right.
You know, this segment is more of a James segment than a Pat.
That's all right, though.
Obviously, he's more the doctor of love, whereas I'm more the political guy.
Didn't we have a write-in, Pat?
We did. The lovely Miss Brittany C. sent an email. James and Pat, my love life is getting extraordinarily boring.
Pat, we're getting a call. Can we come back
we'll go to that
Brittany
then.
C?
Let's get the call.
Thank you, caller. You're on the air with James and Pat.
Hi, James and Pat. I have a question about my relationship.
Go ahead,
we'll
caller.
give you an
We'll
answer.
be glad to help you.
Alright, so I've got this boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
He's real nice. He don't seem to want to talk to me when I'm logged on Xbox Live.
He only talks to you when you're on Xbox Live.
How can you help me with this situation?
My advice would be your boyfriend's a terrible douchebag. Drop him, find someone better. James?
Well, Ashley, let me give you some heartfelt advice here. Just give me a minute to muster it up. You know, your boyfriend might be shy because I'm sure you are a very, very beautiful woman. I'm sure that you intimidate him. And spending time with you could be very, very intimidating. Have you spoken to your boyfriend about this issue, Ashley?
Well, I did. Just for a little bit. And he cried. And he texted me. I don't know what that means.
Oh my goodness, he cried? Maybe he's drinking too much water, Ashley. I bet that's the problem. Well, you need to just set your boyfriend down and talk to him and tell him that you're madly in love with him and you want to get married and start having babies, and you're not going to be able to have no babies through Xbox Live.
Okay, thank you so much for that advice.
Thank you,
Well, thank you for
Ashley.
calling, Ashley. Let's see what else we got
I'm
on the
sure
line.
we can rustle up another caller here. But anyways, coming back to my shirt, Pat. Yeah, my best friend bought me this. Oh, we got another caller coming in here. Caller? Hello, caller. You're on the air with James and Pat. What can we do to help you this evening?
Well, I have a problem.
All right, caller. First tell us your name and then tell us your problem.
My name's Bailey.
Oh, hello, Bailey. I'm James.
I'm Pat.
Nice to meet you. Anyway, my problem.
All right, your problem.
Boyfriend, are you listening to my problem?
We are.
Lord have mercy, I'm listening.
I have this boyfriend. So he has his best friend, and I'm really attracted to his best friend. She is here. And his best friend's really hot. What do I do?
Well, your boyfriend's obviously a terrible douchebag. Drop him and go after the best friend. James?
Well, caller, are you truly in love with your boyfriend?
Yes, but he's so mean to me.
Well, I think if I were you, caller, I would talk to the best friend and make your boyfriend jealous. Or you could try both flavors at one time.
Well, they make chocolate and vanilla.
That's right, it could be like a Sunday, caller.
I would feel bad, though.
No, if you do it on Sunday, everything's forgiven.
That's right, it's the Lord's Day.
I understand. Thank you. You guys help me out so much.
We do what we can, darling.
Thank you, caller.
Alrighty. Back to the lovely Miss Brittany C. Via email. James and Pat.
James and Pat.
My love life has started getting very boring. I still love my boyfriend, but I need help spicing up my love life. What should I do? Well, Brittany, your boyfriend's obviously a terrible douchebag. You should drop him and find someone better. James?
Well, Pat has the answer to your question in his hand. Whipped cream. You know, you must retain all dignity, though. But you also want to go on dates and have fun. Spend time with your boyfriend. Make it exciting. You know, I had a friend that did some wild things. He called me one night in the middle of the night from Red Ash, and his car was broke down. I would suggest that. He's a real good friend of mine, but he's real weird, callers.
Nothing good can ever happen in Red Ash after midnight.
It could be real bad, Pat.
I
It's
can tell you
bad.
some stories about Red Ash that would curl your hair. In fact, on a future episode of James and Pat, maybe I'll tell some stories about Red Ash.
Oh, my goodness.
Also coming in, at Rodney from Twitter. James and Pat. I've been having some issues. Lately, it burns when I pee.
Oh, my goodness, Pat.
I've been with multiple girls in the last 3 days.
Oh,
Rodney,
my goodness.
you clearly have the clap. You need to go to a doctor immediately. They will take care of that for you. It is easily fixed. It is just a mallet job away. Little penicillin. That stuff will clear right up. As long as you don't have the herpes, you should be fine.
I think if I were you, Rodney, I would avoid it at all costs and act like nothing is wrong, and continue to be with multiple girls.
Well, James, it's certainly been an interesting.
It has, Lord Pat. We're
episode.
getting another call
Ooh.
here. Who could this be? You're on the air with James and Pat, caller.
Man, this is Coach J.
Hello.
I got a question.
Well, what's up, Coach?
Man, I go to these parties with girls. Yeah, I'm with my friend Rob. And I try to get them, but, you know, look at their face just ain't working for me, man. What should I do?
First question: has licking their face ever worked for you?
No, man, it's working for Rob.
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly different things work for different people. Look at it this way: you don't need any penicillin right now.
Right.
Right. I'll tell you what. My advice to you: lower your standards a bit. I mean, you know, hey, I know everybody wants to date a 9,
Everybody wants to date a 9.
but let me tell you. Let's do a little math. Are you good at math, folks?
I am good at math. Are you good at math?
Do you know what 3 threes is? A 9.
A 9.
So just go after the 3s. Once you've been with 3 of them, you got yourself a 9, Coach. We do what we can. I mean, it has been a heavy call volume kind of day.
Oh my goodness!
I have
has.
a feeling this particular segment has been a success.
It has, but you know, Pat, I disagree with you on your 3 threes theory. I won't settle for any girl less than an 8, even though there's beauty in all women. Every girl is beautiful, even big old fat girls. I'm not talking a little obese, Pat. I'm talking about bigger than my car.
James, I'll tell you what, the future episode of James and Pat, I will tell you my experience with some big old fat girls.
I am excited, Pat. Well, thank you, viewers, for tuning in to Looking for Love in all the wrong places. And I'm James.
And I'm Pat.